the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, and verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Habashai, Wahara Kakodash. The honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. And scattered abroad amongst the heathen, some look like the heathen. Agree with the 144,000. Preachers, teachers, and prophets. Shalom. Now, got this video, 2 videos to be exact. This one right here.
Struggling with bloating, sluggishness, or just feeling off, Zupu has your back. Most people don't realize. Right now, an entire city in Montana on lockdown as a manhunt is underway for a gunman who went on a shooting spree, killing at least 4.
As you can see right here, Montana City on lockdown after the gunman kills 4. And we're gonna play the video where you see the violence that is going to take for the president to really step in and lock things down to gain control. All right. We saw what was going on with the situation in LA. Had the 50 the 51 and 50, 51, 50 protests in 50 states one day. How that last one got kind of crazy. And Trump unleashed troops, and things like that. But that's as far as it went. It didn't get too much out of hand. But soon it's gonna get beyond what we saw, and it's gonna really get chaotic. Therefore, it's gonna cause the Trump administration to lock these things down, because these governors probably not gonna do it. All right, but hey, regardless on who do it, this process is gonna play out. All right, it's gonna get that bad, and this is the reason why. Real quick, as you see right here, California removes 900,000 people from healthcare plans. Right, people in a hurt state, man. People no longer can provide for themselves, get health care and benefits and things of that nature. You got right here, Bill Gates says AI is moving at a speed that surprises even him, and he says the experts can't tell if it'll replace humans in 1 year or 10. And then you know how fast things are moving. So you see this AI is moving so quick. It says experts can't tell if it'll replace humans in 1 year or 10. Well, it's already replacing humans. All right, and that's another reason why people are going to be upset and mad, because they no longer can earn wages, get jobs to provide for themselves, fulfilling the prophecy of Isaiah the 19th chapter. There shall be no work for him in Egypt. You see? Yahweh Shema Shah has been telling you all these things, and they're coming to pass. Alright? The Lord has been telling you way before they've been happening, man. Beginning with the elders and apostles of the great millstone, man. Alright? Let's just get the prophecy again. Alright? Isaiah 19 and 15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. Right? It don't matter what your status is. Alright? Supervisor. Just a regular employee. Hey, it ain't gonna be no jobs for you. Business is gonna be closed down. Alright, and also technology is taking over. Hey, real quick, Daniel. That 12 and 4. Daniel 12 and 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end, meaning until the time of the end, which is now. Many shall run to and fro, going into travel. How people are able to travel, and knowledge shall be increased. And on the left hand, The knowledge that's increases, this AI, this technology on the right hand is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures, man, by way of Yahweh Shema Shai, by way of the Holy Spirit. Which the only ones who have this knowledge would be the elect, beginning with the 144,000 preachers, teachers, and prophets, those that are here on the earth. All right? And all of this, is going to lead to chaos, the violence, okay, the death, the chaos. All of this is going to lead to these cities being shut down. And as we read down, it's going to tell you why. Let's just start at the 15th verse. Hey, we see the situation with over there in Clayton, North Carolina, Clyde, North Carolina. The Edomites turned over an Israelite man truck. We see what happened at the bar. I believe it was in Cincinnati. We did reports on these situations too, by way of the Holy Spirit. How a bunch of Jakes, 2/3 Jakes, beat up Edomite man and Edomite woman. You know, that's all on mainstream. Now you got these Edomite women, well, people in general, on TikTok and YouTube, tomorrow some when we're gonna stop this, and the shoes were on the other foot, and it'll be an uproar and this, that, and the third. Well, hey, this is part of this tension, man. This civil war. Alright? And it's going to happen. And this is gonna be a reason why things gonna get out of hand. And things gonna be locked down to the point where these troops are gonna have to take over, because local law enforcement ain't gonna be able to do nothing, man. They don't got the power. They're limited. All right? They don't even have the firepower to even control the whole city, man. All right? 2 Ezra 15 and 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So this is the destruction and the curse is coming upon the globe, and them that dwell therein, meaning the citizens, the people of the earth, the inhabitants of the earth. Primarily over here in America. America gonna get it the worst for the sword, and because they live so deliciously for so long, man, in abundance and without care. All right, they were never touched. But this is a time where Yahweh Shema Shai is most definitely gonna touch Babylon, or is touching Babylon and the citizens. We see what's going on with the weather, the aid not coming in, people can't be reimbursed. Hey, insurance company dropping folks, FEMA not helping. All right, Trump, want to take FEMA out of the equation and give all the funding power to the states. That's not gonna happen. All right. 2 Ezra 15 and 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. You see that? There shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor their princes, and of course of their actions stand in their power. You see? So they're gonna be coming up against the political figures, the leaders, law enforcement. So people not gonna these authoritative figures are not gonna be able to stop the people, man. The people are too many. Alright? So they're gonna have to bring in the big guns, the big dogs. Alright? It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. You see? It's going to be lockdowns. It's going to be checkpoints and curfews, man. And they're going to need the big dogs to come in, man. The military and all these other troops they got set up, all right, to establish order. And this is why these things are going to happen. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. You see chaos in the city, man. Things been torn up, people fighting. People gonna be terrified and afraid, so they're gonna want some type of comfort and peace, man, through some type of order. All right, and that's what's coming. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Shoot the houses up, shoot people up. All right, and spoil their goods, take their goods. People gonna be robbed. It says, because of the lack of bread, that's lack of resources, lack of food, lack of water, that's famine. Lack of medicine, and for great tribulation. You see, for the affliction of hard times, they can't work. All right? People stressed out, pressed out. You see? So you see, these things are coming together, man. And this is just an example right here on one of the reasons why these people are going to the reason why these cities and states are going to be locked down, man. All right, Montana City on lockdown after gunman kills 4. All right, and we're gonna play another video after this, going to the AI.
Right now, an entire city in Montana on lockdown as a manhunt is underway for a gunman who went on a shooting spree, killing at least 4. The FBI now assisting in the search for 45-year-old Michael Paul Brown. You see him here on your screen. He's an Army veteran who allegedly opened fire at a bar yesterday in the town of Anaconda. He's considered armed and dangerous. Scott Suito is a former official with the FBI and ATF. Joining us now, Scott, this is a frightening story for Montana. Walk us through what you think law enforcement is doing now, considering he's not only armed and dangerous, but as a former Army sergeant that served time nearly a year in Iraq in 2004 to 2005. That means he was probably familiar with guns and violence and now poses this threat.
From spending a week in Montana with retired law enforcement friends. And there are a lot of challenges out there. People don't realize that Montana has a size close to California, so it's an enormous state, and it's very, very lightly populated. So you have this guy who's very familiar with the state. He's got combat experience, obviously has access to firearms, in an area that has a lot of hunting culture. So it's quite possible that he's very familiar with the area where this all occurred and has access to other firearms. So if he makes it out into the woods, he's going to be very difficult to find. So they're going to have to use a lot of technical tools and tricks, in addition to things like dogs, to find this guy.
What about the...
So you see, another reason why they can bring in this mark of the beast, man, to track and trace, man. All right, it's all a part of the plan.
Digital footprint, Scott.
You hear that?
The woods. He's going to be very difficult to find, so they're going to have to use a lot of technical tools and tricks, in addition to things like dogs, to find this guy.
What about the digital footprint, Scott? It seems in many of these cases, phones, credit cards may be the only key, but that could be difficult if he's gone in this remote wooded area.
Now you see why they want to get rid of cash. You can't track cash. It's all a part of the plan to track and trace it. MOTB, man. All right? These things are set up for that.
It is difficult. So typically when somebody flees, they've got a lot of technology with them. They've got their phones, certainly. They have credit cards. They have a car that can be tracked potentially with license plate readers if it moves around. But they already found his truck. And while he may have a phone with him, a lot of times people dump their phones. I would say one of the good things that law enforcement has going for them is that if this crime happened very suddenly, that it wasn't something that was apparently planned, where he would have had time to stockpile things, prepare himself better.
And Scott, I think that really stands out because this happened at 10 a.m. and, you know, the motive is certainly unclear at this point. What do you make of the timing and what the possible motive may be?
Bars in the morning and day drink. But what it seems like you have here is that he would have absolutely known the people in that bar. It's a small town. It has less than 10,000 people in it. He was well known in that particular town. So whatever it is that caused him to just completely lose it and start shooting in that bar, we may never know. There are reports that he has some mental health issues, but that's going to have to be checked out as well.
Well, we certainly will continue to follow this tragic and frightening story. Scott Suito, thank you very much for taking time this morning.
Thank you, Griff.
I'm Steve Ducey.
The White House says the point of this visit is to help.
People gonna spoil their house and take their goods for lack of breath of great tribulation. You see? Now let's play this video right here.
I emphasize again, it is free to join my community. The stocks
see how
I share are
everything's
also
linked to the
free.
MOTB?
The techniques and strategies.
So now what you're hearing is all these reports: digital footprint, track and trace, was able to be tracked. Let's go and look up his information on the internet, Facebook, cell phone records. You see, it all goes back to this technology, man, and they wanting to track. Just man, keep up with you, man. We gotta constantly tell you these things so you constantly remember, man. All right, it's repetitive, but hey, it's for your benefit. Ours too. It's all about where the Holy Spirit.
On Gravitas Plus this week, we will tell you how the machines are not just working with us anymore. They are replacing us. From factory floors to corner offices, artificial intelligence is no longer just a support tool. It is becoming the worker itself, and that's across the world. Companies are replacing or reimagining jobs with AI at the center. But the question is, who is most at risk and who is next? I say this because as artificial intelligence gets smarter and automation scales up, IT sectors around the world are feeling the burn, the pinch. With reports of major layoffs, including the Tata Consultancy Services, which has just announced plans to cut 12,000 jobs, that is 2% of their total workforce. The reason? A combination of AI-led automation, shrinking global IT budgets, and a pivot in the kind of skill that companies now value in today's time. And in today's time, it's not just TCS, Accenture, Infosys, Wipro. They all have seen hiring freezes, delayed onboarding, or restructuring last year. According to a report by McKinsey, up to 30% of global IT roles could now be automated by 2030. And we're not the ones saying it. The World Economic Forum warns that while AI will create 69 million new jobs globally, it could also displace 83 million, leading to a net loss in certain sectors. Not just that, a study by Goldman Sachs says that AI could impact 300 million full-time jobs globally. So what are those sectors, and should you be worried? Well, in the next few...
She said it could affect 300 million jobs globally. But hey, you look at over here in America, it's approximately what, 350 million people over here in America. So and you look at the 300 million people globally, it's what, approximately 8 billion people on the earth, a little over. But staying over here in America, just look at how many people over here in America and compared to the job loss she just said. Now you got jobs like she just said, I forgot who she said, but that's a 2% decrease in jobs. But if you got 1, 2, 3% decrease in jobs, 20 times, 40 times, 20 times, 30 times, that add up to 40, 50, 60%, in due times, So you see a process is most definitely playing out. And we witness it every day when people complain online about not having a job and about filling out applications, but they're not getting calls back, man. So you see these prophecies are on point, man. AI taking over.
Minutes, I will give you a breakdown of sectors and job roles that are most at risk to AI disruption. Number 1, customer service and support. This service is at risk because AI chatbots and virtual assistants can handle large volumes of queries, and that's 24/7 in countries like the United States. Major firms like IBM and Amazon, they're now automating customer support, HR, and even legal reviews. In China, AI-driven surveillance, logistics, and facial recognition systems are now reducing human roles in administration and security. Sector number 2 is data entry and clerical work. The reason for this is simple. AI is great at repetitive and rule-based tasks. To give you an example, insurance companies use AI to process claims without human input. Sector number 3, retails and sales. AI is now being used in self-checkout, smart inventory, and automated tasks. For example, Amazon Go stores use AI to eliminate checkouts entirely. The 4th sector is transportation and logistics. That is at a risk because self-driving technology and route optimization AI are advancing rapidly. The fifth sector is media, content, and design. Yes, media was once a human-led industry, but now it is increasingly becoming AI assistant and AI curated. Generative AI can now write scripts, generate images, do voiceovers, and even edit videos. The sixth sector is travel advisor. Travelers no longer need to rely on travel agents for travel tips or personalized recommendations. Travel platforms are now using AI to power customer searches and make suggestions based on previous searches. Experiences like virtual tours and online informational video also allows travelers to gather information that they want. And it's not just these sectors. AI was supposed to be a tool, a support system, but now AI is becoming a competitor. And here is the twist. The very people who built artificial intelligence are now watching it threaten their own jobs. We spoke about customer support to content creation to finance and healthcare, where AI is slowly creeping in. But what if I tell you that even tech engineers, AI researchers, and coders, the ones who made the revolution possible, are now in the line of fire? Major tech companies are trimming their workforce, including AI developers themselves. To name some, Google laid off AI ethics teams. Then Microsoft integrated OpenAI's tools and then cut software engineering jobs. Even OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, has seen internal tensions, with some researchers walking out, fearing the very speed and scale of what they helped build, AI. The AI models that were once trained by humans are now training themselves. The gap is shrinking and in some cases even disappearing. And that's where the irony hits hard. The creators are no longer the controllers. They are a part of the same global workforce trying to figure out, what do you do when your own invention takes your seat? According to tech billionaire Bill Gates, AI's influence on the job market will likely evolve in ways we cannot yet foresee or imagine, just as the Industrial Revolution and the Internet transformation. AI will redefine how we work and what skill remains valuable. As we stand at the edge of this AI-driven transformation, one thing is clear. We are not being replaced. We are being redefined. And the AI revolution is neither a miracle nor a menace. AI is rewriting the rule book faster than most of us can read it. Jobs are changing, and so must we. At this point of time, this is more than a technological shift. It is a societal one. The question isn't whether AI will take our jobs or not. It is whether we will be ready to reinvent them and ourselves before it does. Also, AI is not coming for our future. It is the future. And in that future, the most valuable skill might just be the ability to learn, unlearn, and evolve.
Yeah, you heard it from Acute Self. You heard it from him, man. So you see where everything is headed. You see what's going to be the cause of everything, the chaos, and you see what it's going to lead to, man. So, you know what? Let's close out with that Revelation 13:16. Because we're in a time now where, hey, that's all going to be coming out, man. Everything coming out concerning this MOTB, man. All right? And the reason why these things are going to be brought forth. Revelation 13:16, he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 square 6. And that's his digital system, man. Shalom.